We are going to talk about 4 companies that make up the 2 trillion plus market cap club. Yes, 2 trillion. That is 2 followed by 12 zeros. It's insane. This is a club that is hard to join, and currently only 4 companies are in this prestigious club. Let's introduce these companies and then we will dive into them afterwards because we want to know what got them there and will they stay above that 2 trillion market cap. Now, the first company is Microsoft. This is the largest company in the world currently, and it's at a market cap of 2.89 trillion. Then Apple is up next at 2.63 trillion, followed by Nvidia, which is a newer unexpected member at 2.16 trillion, and lastly, the newest member, Google, at 2.05 trillion. Now, the next largest company that is trailing the 2 trillion market cap is Saudi Arabian Oil at 1.94 trillion. Before I talk about each company in the 2 trillion plus market cap, let's put a few things in perspective in a fun way. The current national debt is $34 trillion. That equates to about 12 Microsofts. If we took the largest cap company, Microsoft, at 2.89 trillion, that would equate to giving every single person in America $8,463 each. Now, the richest man in the world is Bernard Arnault, the head of a luxury fashion and cosmetics company. Says a lot about our world, but he has a net worth of $233 billion. So he would have to grow his wealth by over 800% in order to be in the 2 trillion plus club. Let's dive into the companies that make up the 2 trillion plus club and what got them there, and are they likely to stay in this club or not. Now let's start with Microsoft. So a fun fact is that they were founded on April 4th, 1975 by Bill Gates and Paul Allen right here in Albuquerque, New Mexico. That's where I live. This is where I grew up. Unfortunately, one of our banks turned down a loan, so that's why they moved to Washington, the state, not the capital. So our miss, but that's okay, Washington. I hope it's done really well for you. Now, the 5-year annualized return of Microsoft is 26.34%. Its main claim to fame and driver of growth has been its Windows operating system. Over 70% of computers use Windows. This is what Microsoft is most famous for, but its other main areas of success are its Office Suite software, the Azure cloud platform, Xbox video game consoles, and the Surface computer and tablets. Now, if we look at their financials, this company has some of the best financials I've ever seen. We'll see over the last 2 years, free cash flows are growing, revenue's growing, overall long-term debt's going down, and net income is going up. Now, you got to look at year-over-year data. This is 2 years worth of data, but if you take first quarter of 23 versus first quarter of 2024, that's how I like to compare things. So just going forward when you're looking at these charts, but fantastic financials. Now going forward, I see its Windows operating system remaining dominant and providing stability. Also, Azure Cloud will be a high driver of future growth. Then with the acquisition of Activision Blizzard, I see their gaming segment as a solid driver of growth with potential outperformance. But the Surface computer and tablets I do not think will add any future help to its growth. At this point, it's not an area I'm betting on. The real driver of growth, though, is AI, artificial intelligence. Microsoft has been making a big push in AI technology with $10 billion invested in OpenAI and the launch of its AI-powered digital assistant, Microsoft Copilot. I've said it before, but Copilot is much more popular and widely used than Google's Gemini at this point. But it will be a battle. We will see how it plays out, but my bet is on Microsoft. With these things, I think Microsoft will easily remain in the 2 trillion plus market cap club and will remain in first place for the foreseeable future. Next is Apple, again at that 2.63 trillion market cap. They were founded in 1976, so just 1 year after Microsoft. Its 5-year annualized return is at a 27.14%. Now, Apple was the first company to hit the 1, 2, and 3 trillion market caps. It has held the top spot for the better of the last decade, but recently fell second to Microsoft, and now I think Microsoft will hold the better of the next decade. Now, Apple became famous from its high-quality devices like the iPhone, smartwatch, MacBook, and Airpods, which were the main contributors of its growth. If we look at its financials, it has very solid financials, but we are seeing a little bit of slowdown. So free cash flow you'll see there, revenue, Long-term debt is going down, and the net income as well has kind of been slow. So going forward, Apple is seeing the slowdown with its devices, and that's worrying investors. So regardless of your thoughts on its devices, I think they will remain at least a solid driver of growth, but may not outperform like they used to. The real driver of growth going forward, in my eyes, is its services. Think Apple TV, Apple Music, Apple Fitness, Apple News, etc. The ecosystem of this company is where it's at. This is currently what is providing Apple the most growth, but I believe it will continue to do so in the long run. I think Apple will remain in the 2 trillion plus market cap club, but I think its days of dominating its first place may be over. Now, Nvidia, founded in 1993, it has a 5-year annualized return of 78.81%. Crazy, this thing has gone up massively in a short amount of time recently. Its main claim to fame and driver of growth are its graphics processing units, or GPUs, originally used for PC and video game graphics. Now with its financials, I'm going to show some different graphs, same data, just different. The other ones I created, I just haven't created it yet for Nvidia. So free cash flows are exploding, especially over this last year. Revenue's taking off. We see net income is also taking off, and that long-term debt is going down. These are all moving in the right direction. Now going forward, the big bet are that its GPUs will remain in high demand as they play a key role in training and operating AI applications. They are also used for mining cryptocurrency, but if you have been a part of my channel, I have voiced a few times that I do not believe crypto is something that will play out successfully, but that's just me. The recent AI boom sent Nvidia stock soaring, and on February 22nd, 2024, its market cap increased by 277 billion, the largest one-day gain in Wall Street's history, taking everyone by surprise and catapulting it into the 2 trillion plus market cap club shortly after on March 1st, 2024, so only a few months ago. I do think Nvidia has a solid and bright future, but I do worry about competition a bit. I would not be surprised if this company drops below a 2 trillion market cap due to volatility risk after its massive rise should any negative news hit. I would stay cautious with this one, but know that AI is what its future depends on, and competition is fierce, so it needs to stay far ahead in its offerings. And then the last company in the 2 trillion plus market cap club is Google. Google was founded in 1998 and became Alphabet in 2015, but I will always call the company Google, as many investors do. Its 5-year annualized return is 22.81%. Its main claim to fame and driver of growth is its search engine. Everyone Googles. Its other main areas of successes are Gmail, YouTube, Google Maps, Google Cloud, and the Pixel smartphones. Now, its financials are also impressive. I guess if you have to be in this club, your financials should be impressive. But free cash flows are growing, revenue's growing, long-term debt's going down, and net income is going up. Now, going forward, Google is betting big on its AI tool Gemini, but as I mentioned, so far Copilot is more widely used and successful. They are also betting big on their cloud offering. My main hesitation with this company has been that most of its revenue comes from advertisement through its search engine. If something happens to Google's search engine, it would hit this company hard. Over the years, though, I have seen the wide moat of their search engine, and it made me much more comfortable with this company. With Microsoft throwing everything they can at Google, their search engine Bing has barely made a dent in Google's massive 91% market share. On April 26, 2024, Google hit the 2 trillion market cap, so it has only been a member for a few weeks now. It's a newborn to this club. I do see some possible swings below that 2 trillion market cap, as I think Google has some challenges with anti-competitive lawsuits and competition. Overall, a solid company that I think eventually will permanently cement itself above the 2 trillion market cap. Now, other than Saudi Arabian oil, the next company I can see joining the 2 trillion plus club is none other than one of my biggest bets, and that's Amazon. Amazon is currently at a 1.93 trillion market cap, so they're almost there and may be there already depending on when you see this video. Amazon was founded in 1994. Its 5-year annualized return is 12.78%. Its main claim to fame and driver of growth is its e-commerce business, and it's the largest online retailer in the world. It has over 200 million users worldwide. Amazon is also the largest cloud provider in the world with Amazon Web Services. Now, Amazon has so many businesses, products, and services, it's dizzying. But some other main ones are Amazon Prime Video, Twitch, Whole Foods, and again, so much more. Now, with their financials, they have some pretty interesting financials. You look at their free cash flow. So, about 2 years ago, this company kind of had some worries with investors, but they were at a negative 30 billion in free cash flows, and now they're at 50 billion. So, they have an $80 billion swing in 2 years. That's crazy. Revenue's growing, long-term debt's going down, net income's going up. This company is going in the right direction, and if it can sustain this growth, I think it'll catapult this stock price up, therefore pushing it into that 2 trillion market cap very easily. I have confidence that this company will cross that 2 trillion plus market cap soon and comfortably stay in that club going forward. It's one of my biggest bets, as is Microsoft, so here is my portfolio and its performance. You'll see I am now over 20% in the green with my portfolio as a whole, so it's been improving. And you'll see right there, there's Microsoft at over 73.5% in the green and Amazon at over 84% in the green for me. So they've done really well. I'm very happy and pleased with these. But if you have any questions with my portfolio, let me know. I'm very transparent and show this with every single video. Now, let me know which company in this 2 trillion plus market cap club, say that 12 times fast, is at most risk of falling out of the club. I'd say Nvidia. And which company not in this club do you think will join the club and dominate? I think that is Amazon. I hope this was a fun video for you all. There's much more content coming out, so be sure to subscribe if you are not. And with that said, we will see you soon on Mark Arnold's Finance.